Hey there, collective. Welcome back. If the vibes pulled you in, then this message is for you. We are doing a timeless, whatever they want you to hear message right now. So, this is your ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your loved ones that have crossed over. This is a space for them to come in and deliver messages directly to you. Okay. So, something that came in during meditation, I had a great meditation before this reading. So, I just know the messages are going to be clear, straight to the point, and real, like they always are. But, the first thing that they showed me, and the main thing actually, is they showed me someone like searching with a flashlight. So it was giving me the energy of spotlight, kind of trying to determine what that thing is that's going to catapult you in your career, catapult you in life, like searching for the thing. And what they were also telling me is that you already have been given the answer. So no more searching. Now it's time to probably take a list. They were showing me a list too, a list of ideas that you have, a list of things, and focus on identifying what you feel most aligned to instead of searching and seeking for more outside information or outside answers. You have already received your answer. So now you got to use that discernment, that intuition, and kind of feel things out for what's the best route to take. Okay. All right. So let's pull some messages. Let's see what they have to say. I have all 6 of my decks up here. I actually have more than 6 decks, but I have 6 out. So let's see where we feel called to start. Okay, we're going to start here. This is my Enchanted Map Oracle deck. I love this deck. I love all of my decks. They have some really good messages in them. So let's see, Spirit. We're here with the collective. What do they need to hear right now? Searching with a flashlight. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Let's see. The most relevant messages for the collective at this time. Aha! What did we just talk about? We just talked about the searching for a flashlight, looking down the list and making a decision. And the first card to pop out here is making a choice. This is card number 30. Threes represent creativity. So some of you may be tossed between living a life that seems like the best on paper, or the life that the Matrix has called you to live in, basically doing the things that make the money to pay the bills, which is valid and real. But you're also split between a space of doing that for the money versus doing what you love from the heart for the purpose of self-fulfillment. Let's see. Yeah, we have intention, card number 22. Twos also represent decision making. So you want to go with your heart. And your spirit team is saying to stop focusing on manifesting an outcome and start focusing on how you want to feel every day within what it is that you do. So if you are seeking to find a creative outlet, and every day you want to show up as a creative, every day you want to feel happy, fulfilled, joyful, useful, whatever that emotion may be, your team is saying now is the time to set the intention and then step into a space of allowance, allowing things to unfold as they will, as they may. Some of you could be thinking about traveling to like discover your history or exploring history a little bit, whether this is within your own culture or exploring a culture outside of your own, getting like Rome. You could be thinking about Rome. Then we have commitment here. This is card number 36. So 36 adds up to 9, represents things that are coming to an end and a step in a new direction. So it's like you're completing a chapter, or you're wanting to complete a chapter. You're setting the intention to complete a chapter to step into something new, step into the next chapter. Some of you could be closing on a home, getting a new car, something where you need a key to enter this space. You could be getting a new space for your business, getting something that's brick and mortar, new type of like contract signed. Come together. Ooh. I'm getting like luxury. Some of you could be creating a business or have a business idea that's centered around giving your clientele, your members, your whoever, whatever you want to call them, giving them a luxurious experience. We got goblins and we got dry desert. So your spirit team wants you to know that your ideas are beautiful. They have been given to you. They are a gift. You are working in a partnership with the universe. Okay, coming together with your spirit team. You have a lot of support, whether you see it or not. But the thing that is holding you back is that how can you create something luxurious when you feel poor, when you feel broke, when you feel like you don't have enough? Your team is like, you have to get clear with yourself internally, align with yourself, align with your intention, align with this reality that you are creating before you can actually create it. How can we, create spaces that we haven't created internally? So this is you digging deep, looking at why I feel like a void here. There's a space where it's like, dang, I feel like, how do I get out of this space? How do I get out? And mind you, please keep in mind, we are in the matrix and there's a lot going on. And if you live in America, if you live in the United States of America, there's a lot on us right now. The economy is bad. The job market is bad. I won't even get into like the powers that run this country and how that could be affecting you directly. So please give yourself some grace as well. But this is your spirit team asking you, when there is darkness in the world, we want to connect with our light more than ever. And we want to share that light more than ever because that is what the world needs, more light. When someone is sick, you don't go and get sick to make them feel better. No, you maintain your health so that you can show up for the sick, right? So your team is like, don't forget about you. Some of you could be putting down like vices, specifically marijuana, or you could be choosing to, instead of using it recreationally, you're switching into using it intentionally and with purpose. Something they want me to share with you. When we're marijuana has its own vibration, its own frequency. When we are lower than the frequency of marijuana, smoking it can raise us to its frequency. But if we are higher than the frequency of marijuana, smoking it can bring us down to its frequency. So use your discernment to kind of decide where you are on that frequency chart, or that spectrum. But some of you may be realizing that you naturally vibrate higher in your sober state, and you may be putting it down or feeling called to because of that. All right, then we have storm fields, card number 9. We got that 9 energy again, things coming to an end. So this ending is not all fun and games. It's not all beauty and laughter and like, yay, cutting something off. No, this is actually something that may bring some of you some grief, some pain that you have to move through. But you see right behind this tornado and right behind these clouds, there is the sun. And you also have this home right here that is standing very strong foundation throughout this storm. So please remember that you are not, the storm, it's like, it's going to change things. Things will be different, but things will be better. Sometimes we associate something leaving or us detaching ourselves from something as a loss. And this is not a loss. This is a gain. This is a change. This is a shift. And even within the storm, we have these flowers here and this bee flying. I don't know if you all can see it, but the bee is flying around and pollinating as well. So life is still moving forward. Life is still happening. We got the birds flying in the sky, flying high. Yeah, sometimes we have to take a step back and say, wait a minute. Things are changing, things are shifting, and my body is feeling it. My emotions are coming to the surface. But even within all of that, all is well. All is well. So this is a reminder to you that all is well. Allow. I just heard the word allowance. Your spirit team is saying that you resisting and you fighting and you questioning yourself and second guessing yourself is like the reason why things feel so much harder. If you just let go and say, you know what, spirit, I am here for the ride, for whatever you have to show me. And I am grateful for another day of life being able to show me how good it can get. And for life being able to show me how much better I can get and how my perspective can shift. You are here in this video. You're watching this video, which means you have been gifted another day. What do you want to do with that day? How can you feel good today? How can you let go today? Okay, this is an ancestor message here. We have fire and passion run through your veins. So, this is about reclaiming yourself. You could have some experiences in the past that have pulled you away from who you naturally, innately are. It kind of feels like a blanket or even a cage, you could say, that keeps you feeling like you have to stay in this cycle. You have to stay in this space. You can't do anything different. You can't leave this space, this job, this person, this friend group, this whatever. Like you can't, because then if you leave, you think about all of these other things that will break down with it. And your spirit team is saying they would not remove you or encourage you to remove yourself from any space that is good for you. There's something here that is not good for you. And the storm has to come through, the tornado has to come through and clear it out so that you can have a clean surface to rebuild. Allow that process to happen. There is a decision that has to be made here, and you have the free will to make it. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's get some final messages here. If you would like to book a personal reading, that information is down below. I do have some availability this week. Today's Wednesday. I think my next opening is on Friday morning. And I have some openings on Saturday too. I also do Zoom readings, so we can get on Zoom face-to-face, or you can order a recorded reading, and I will give you your reading just like this and send you a link. Okay. We have Tell the Truth. How can we move forward along a path that ensures our happiness and our alignment if we are not honest about what makes us happy and what feels aligned? And in order to be honest about what will make us happy, we also have to be honest about what is not making us happy, about what is actually draining us. I get so much energy of travel. Intentional travel. This isn't like travel for work. I mean, it could be, but this isn't about travel for work. This is about travel to recalibrate, travel to learn or to dig deeper into a personal interest. This is travel that is for you. So if you already have that trip booked, or you're thinking about it, or you're manifesting the funds to do so, this message overall is a message for you. This is your confirmation here. You also have some people, some energies that do not want you to do the things that you are wanting to do. They're hoping that you don't. This is people that you've shared your plans with, and they're like, oh, that's so great, face to face, but then underneath the surface, they're kind of like, I hope she doesn't. I hope he doesn't. I hope they aren't able to take those next steps or make those accomplishments. Whoever comes to mind immediately when I say that is the person that we're talking about. Okay, don't think too deeply about it. If no one comes to mind, that message may not be for you, leave it for the next person. We have Brave Spirit here. A lot of you are fighting more than just the world. A lot of you are fighting more than just what's in front of you. Some of you are fighting something much deeper down, fighting yourselves, fighting that voice in your head that tells you that you can't, or you won't, or you shouldn't, or, all the things that hold you back from even trying. Please remember, we have one life, and this life is meant to be lived bravely. It's meant to be explored and experienced. Your team is like, if not now, then when? If not now, then when? Some of you need to take a trip into the forest. Some of you need to get into nature. I'm also feeling this forest is an inner place. So while there may be there's like a lot of pointing the finger. This person is keeping me from that, or this person keeps me caged, or if that didn't happen in childhood, I'd be in a better place now. And it's like, okay, it's time to like step outside of the pointing the finger and go deep into the dark woods of what you have allowed to stay with you, stay on you, and stick with you throughout your journey that's no longer serving you now. This is work that we actually do together in the Soft Power Method, which is my 4-week group coaching program. I highly, highly, highly recommend it for you, for anyone that's watching this video, because we're talking about the work that your spirit team is calling you to do. But in the Soft Power Method, we actually do that work together. So I'm finishing up my February cohort, and the next one starts in April. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, you can click the link below to get more information and look into it and see if it feels aligned with where you are and what you may be needing right now. I would love to support you more intimately along your journey. So this card here, we have protect your energy. Didn't I say you have people that are like deep down do not wish the best for you, and you have to use discernment to identify who those people are. And it's actually not hard. A lot of you have already identified who this person is. This is not like a, oh my gosh, do I need to watch my back, from someone that I didn't think I had to. No, this is an energy that you've already felt. Maybe it's been in the back of your mind, maybe it's been in the forefront lately, but either way, this is an energy this is your confirmation. They're not on your team. I just posted a video on my Instagram about this like yesterday. These people do not like you. They do not care for you. They do not have your best interests at heart. They like to have you around or keep you around, or like they like to keep tabs of what you're doing, but they don't actually want to see you doing well. So be aware of that. Protect your energy from these people. Not everyone deserves to be around you. And I know that can feel or sound like, I don't want to be, I don't want to be too, self-centered, or seem like I'm being, paranoid. But, sometimes it's the truth. And people who are awake enough to also relate to this idea that not everyone's on your team will understand, and I'm not talking about the people that you're distancing yourself from. I'm talking about anyone that you do feel safe and comfortable with, and you're having these types of conversations with them. Like, I don't know about this person, you're not paranoid. You are deeply intuitive and feeling and knowing. So keep that in mind. I love when the cards second what I'm saying after I say it. Makes me feel connected. All right, we're going to pull a final ancestor card for you. What do we have for the collective ancestors? Okay, we have the full moon, fully living the powers of the universe. You are so much more powerful than you give yourself credit for. So much more powerful than you realize. Like I said, you're not paranoid. You're tapped in. You're tuned in. You're powered up with the moon, with the universe. So please tap in. Please trust yourself. The more that your intuition comes up and the more that you acknowledge it and trust it, the more you build that connection. It's just like think about spirituality in general. Building a connection with yourself, your intuition, your spirit guide, your ancestors is no different from building a connection with someone here in the physical. If you're building a connection, you don't just walk up to someone randomly and be like, hey, can you give me advice about this? No, like before you even know if you want advice from this person, maybe you grab coffee a few times and, you chill out and, you have conversations. You don't just hop in for favors or hop in for advice, So same thing with your intuition. Build a relationship with it. Build a relationship with your team. Love yourself. Give yourself some flowers. Gift yourself some things. Okay. We have another card, number 30. So the first card, number 30, that came out was making a choice. That was the very first card that came out in your reading. Now this card, number 30, says, sometimes the best win is to choose what you're willing to lose. And I'm going to hold these two cards up together. Making a choice, choosing what you're willing to lose. Remember we said at the beginning, lose is such an interesting word because is it really a loss? You know, it's more so about choosing if you want to stay in the emotional state that you're in, given the circumstances, or if you want to fight through that storm field just a little bit until you get to the other side where the sunshine is and you get to live a life that feels more aligned with who you really are. And what does that mean? What does that look like? I'm not saying that after this reading, go shut everything down or go quit the job or, put in your 30-day notice because you're leaving this city. I'm not saying to do that immediately. I'm saying to follow your heart. I'm saying to strategize. I'm saying to get serious about your plan. I'm saying to get serious about setting that intention. Even if you don't do it right now, maybe this is something that comes to fruition a year from now, but set the intention now. Okay. Sometimes the best win is to choose what you're willing to lose. All right. I am sending you all so much love, collective. I hope that message sat well with you. Again, if you would like to book a personal, that information is down in the description box. And I hope that you all have a wonderful week.